Good morning, my Stampin' friends. Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. I am here live in my studio ready to have some stamping fun with you guys. So if you are on, come on in, give me a comment, let me know that you're here, and that helps me know everything is working as it should. So good morning, everybody. It's about 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. I know that's early for some of you guys, but that's all right. You can always catch the replay. So if you're catching the replay, make sure you come in and say hi to me as well so I can swing back around and greet you. So hopefully everything is working well. You can see me, you can hear me, and you are ready to do some stamping with Shepherd's Care. So I am going to do a little bit of talk about this particular stamp set because I am super proud of my team leader, Cindy Fodor. I actually have my autographed copy, and I know many of you guys do as well. So this is her $1,000,000 stamp set. And I've been stamping for, oh my gosh, 26, 27 years. And she is my team leader. So when I decided to join Stampin' Up, I joined under my friend Cindy. And so this year it came out in the holiday catalog. So you can find it. Good morning, friends. You can find it on page 56 in the Holiday Mini. And it is just a stamp set by itself. It does not have dies. It's not a suite. It doesn't have anything else to coordinate with it, but it is just a gorgeous standalone stamp set. And we have fallen in love with Shepherd's Care. So many of you know that Cindy did a fundraiser event around her stamp set a couple months ago when it first came out. And the benefit was her son, Tyler. So Tyler is battling MS. He's a young guy in his, I think he's in his early 30s. He's got kids, he's married, and he has MS and has been battling that since he was a teen, I'm pretty sure. And he has come to the point where he's going to need some renovations to his home to make things more comfortable for him to be able to access his bathroom, get in and out of his home, and that type of thing. In the event that he should need a wheelchair, which he has a scooter now, and that kind of stuff, so he can get around with that, and canes and walkers and stuff like that. But there will be a point that he needs, and so she did a huge fundraiser around that and raised over $15,000 from Stamping Friends who supported her and supported Tyler. So good morning, Sharon and Deb and Karen. I'm so glad to have you guys on with me. And so I wanted to make sure before the season ended and Christmas is like coming hard and fast that we did a class focusing on Shepherd's Care. And that's what this is today. And I am going to continue the give back, and proceeds from my class are going to go towards Tyler as well, so that he can help get his house accessible so that it is easier for him to be able to do his daily activities that some of us take for granted, right? So let's go ahead and get moving. Some of you have this stamp set, so you can absolutely just purchase the class. It will be it'll be 8 cards. You'll make 2 of each. So it's like a Stamp-A-Stack. So I'm going to show you the projects that you're going to make there. It's going to come with the paper. It's going to come with the instructions, the supplies that you need. If you already have all the goods, you can just get the tutorial. So if you want to just grab the tutorial, it is $15, and I am giving all of that to Tyler. Okay, so if you want the tutorial that has the pictures and the instructions and the dimensions and all that good stuff, please help continue to give back to Tyler. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? We're going to start off with a little bit of Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. So we're pulling in the greens today. These are very, very easy cards, very simplistic cards, because I feel like the paper itself is gorgeous, and so is the stamp set. And I always want the focus to just be the words and the images. It was super important to Cindy that she had a very religious stamp set. And so that's what they created. And I think we have all fallen in love with it. It has sold out a couple times. And I did a little, I'm going to go up just a little bit. I did a little shout out to you guys just to see who all had this stamp set. And a lot of you already got it. Some of you said it was the first one that you snagged. So this is a little newbie that came out yesterday. This is our Twisted Gold Twine. Twisted Gold thread, and it is an online exclusive. So it was just released to everybody yesterday, and it will be part of your class. It's like our linen thread, but gold. So it's got that nice little bit of shimmer and sparkle, which we love, especially for the holidays. So we're going to take the Season of Elegance Designer Series paper. This is beautiful paper. It's Old Olive, Basic Beige, Cherry Cobbler, and Pretty Peacock, and you're going to get half a pack of this in your class kit. Now you can choose if you want to have the gold. I don't know. I did this one without the gold. But this one I'm kind of thinking maybe we want to have the gold. So let's do it and see what we think. Oh my gosh, let's kick off our day first, right out the gate, right, you guys? I kick off my day with no adhesive. Hold, please. Oh, for Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. All right, let's get going here. So I'm going to take a little bit of that twine and I'm going to do a double. And so what I like to do is be a little thrifty. And so I'm just going to take 2 strips of this and do what I call the tack around the back. So we're going to just tack that gold thread behind the seams. I don't like to wrap it because I feel like I'm wasteful. I don't want all my pretty ribbon on the back side where nobody can see it. Now you could easily just take a little bit of Scotch tape or whatever you got going on there. I just run a little bit of our adhesive across there and do a tack around the back. Make sure it's tight. And then what I like to do is add a little bit of that adhesive right on top of the twine so that it doesn't come off while I'm attaching my cards. So good morning, Debbie. Better late than never, right? All righty. So there we go with our gold and gold. So this one I did not use the gold side. This one I am. Then I have these cut out ahead of time. So we have a bit of Old Olive and Very Vanilla. Now these will be cut for you in your class because not everybody has them. These are the Nested Essentials dies and I love them. So we are going to stamp our shepherd right here. And while we have it out, let's do our sentiment. Sorry, I keep turning around behind me while I'm talking. That's annoying. I know I shouldn't do that. And we're going to stamp Peace on Earth on our label. Again, this label will be cut for you as well. So all you really will have to do with this class, stamp and assemble. Stamp and assemble. Now you could absolutely do this in Memento maybe and color him should you choose, but I'm just going with straight up stamping. So hi, Becky. Glad to have you joining us today. So we're going to add a couple dimensionals on here and attach that shepherd to the base. Whoops, that's the wrong side. Caught it quickly. There we go. So I'm going to add him with some more dimensionals, but that would be your choice when you're putting these cards together. I like a lot of pop and a lot of dimension, but sometimes depending on who you're dealing with or where you go, that can frustrate your mail carriers and they might charge you a little bit extra depending on how the thickness of your cards. So you can decide if you want to have dimension or nah. Totally up to you. Oh, I do like it with the gold for sure. So now I'm going to take this piece on Earth, and because I've doubled them, right, there's dimensional under here and dimensional under here, I need to double up on this side here. So we're putting 2 sets of oops, make sure I'm doing it on the right side. Yeah, 2 sets of dimensionals here to get it up high enough to match. So a little bit of adhesive there on this end, and I don't want to cover up my little sheepy, so we're just going to go a little bit lower down here. There we go, our piece on earth. And now we can grab some of our twisty gold thread and tie ourselves a bow. So you'll have this in your kit and you can use as much twine as you would like. You'll probably have plenty left over, but remember you'll be making 2 of every single card. So it is a double class. So there you go. There is our first one in that gold and old olive and mossy meadow. Here it is without the gold. So it really does make a bit of difference. Now, of course, you could add some gems on here, up to you, dealer's choice. I did not put gems in the class just because I have that gold ribbon in there and that gold paper. And so I really was like, you know what? I don't need to have too much. So, I got to do some cleaning because we're using this shepherd over and over. So let's clean him up a bit. All right. So any of you guys on with me today have this stamp set? I know we talked a lot about it. Who has the autographed copy? Did you guys get autographed copies from Cindy? I think that is such a fun thing. And hopefully someday I will sell $1 million and be able to have autographed stamps for you guys as well. I'm just plugging along. Okay, so our next one, we're going to not have the shepherd at all. I'm just going to work with the words, but I don't know. I might change it up a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so I've got some of the cherry cobbler and then some of the basic beige. And then, of course, you know, you have plain on one side and that gorgeous gold on the other. I'm going to go with a little bit of plain down here on the base because I want to have the gold focus on this basic beige piece. So we're going to layer these 2 together. And of course, in your tutorial, you will have all the dimensions. So you can recreate these super easy. You will need to trim your DSP. So you'll have those so you know exactly what size to cut your designer series paper. I try to put all that information in there for you. So now we're going to do another double strand here of our gold. Go with the old tack around the back technique. There we are. And they don't have to go together. Like they can kind of, you know, crisscross. They don't have to be straight lines. Oh, what's happening? It didn't stick. That's what's happening. All right. Is everything stuck down? Let's double check it. All right. Add a little adhesive there to make sure it's being honest. And it's going to stay down. Lay down and stay down. Add this to a piece of cherry cobbler. Now, one thing that I was asked the other day is, in my classes, why am I not doing envelopes anymore? And the reason behind that, you guys, comes down to the cost, right? I'm trying really hard to keep my costs the same, even though we have catalog price increases for like the last 5 years. Every single year we have a catalog price increase, and I'm trying super hard to not keep increasing my class prices. So I did a survey with my people who normally take my classes, and I said, would you rather have a price increase or would you rather supply your own envelopes? And they all said, we have our own envelopes. We're good, girl. Keep the classes the same, and we will do envelopes on our own. And so that was what the decision was. So that is a reason why envelopes are not included in my standard classes. Now for Christmas, I did add envelopes in, and I did include that in my class for my Christmas card class, which I do have my last Christmas card series. I finished it up yesterday. So if you want a sneak peek of my Christmas card class coming up, let me know. All right. So for this one, I just did the stamp set, and I kind of feel like maybe this is not necessarily a Christmas class. No, hold on. come on, words are hard today. This is not necessarily a Christmas card, but I felt like with this felt to me like a thinking of you, a sympathy. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. I felt like that was just a very good scripture that you could use for anything, not necessarily just Christmas, even Easter, perhaps, right? So we're going to add our sentiment here in Cherry Cobbler. And then I do have the little star, and I want that in yellow. So I pulled in the crushed curry. Good morning, Cindy and Mary. Hey, Patty. I have your kit ready to go, Patty. It's just I am heading out of town. So hang in there. Patty was our Freebie Friday winner, and so I do have it, but I'm leaving out of town. I'll be back Sunday, and then I leave again Tuesday, but I will get it in the mail. And you should get a tracking, I think, whenever it comes. So hold tight, my friend. All right, so there we are with that sentiment, and I just did this die cut. Again, that'll be cut out for you as well in the class, and we're going to add that. Now here, check out this technique here. Not even a technique, it's a tip. Check out this tip. I'm going to put a dimensional right here on that hole. So this particular die set is made to create tags. And so I'm going to put a dimensional right over top of that hole, and then it's going to be sticky, which is going to allow me to put my ribbon on there, and it will hold it. I know, it's like magic. Tips and tricks with Jody B. All right, so we're just going to get this here. Now that could be a tag. We could attach it with a tag and have it kind of be free moving if we wanted to. Okay, so that has a little bit of stick there now. So I'm going to grab my my gold twine, and we're going to do a double bow. So I'm just going to cut 2 pieces and create a bow out of them. Hey, Susie, you have a few minutes. Is the patient behaving? I saw that your husband got home yesterday, I think. So hopefully he's doing well and he's behaving for you. He's probably itching to get outside on a beautiful day like today. It's very warm and the humidity is back here in Pennsylvania. So it's very weird for November to have it be this warm and dry. We need rain here so badly. My farmer is starting to get stressed. Okay, so there, I just stuck right down through that little hole, and there is card number 2. All right, card number 3. Let's do a little cleanup here. Oh, do I need to clean up? Yeah, I better. Hi, Joan. Glad to have you on. Thanks so much for joining me today. All right, so we've got 2 more cards to create. And my favorite one is the last one. We'll see what you guys think. I'll see what you think about your favorites. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to navy. So we've got navy and gold, which is fun for Christmas. For sure. Navy and silver, navy and gold. Love them both. And this is the same paper. I just am using both sides of it. So check it. There we go. Oh no, I'm so sorry. He's in so much pain. Was it his knee that he had done or his hip? I couldn't remember what I saw. I am so sorry to hear that. It's no fun when they're in pain because I know that makes it hard for you as well. But good thing you're a nurse. All right, so we're going to have the gold show first. So we're going to have a little bit of that gold, and then I'm going to take this piece and just have it so those little pops of gold are just right there around the edge. So this is on your list. Awesome, Joan. I love that. Before I do that, let me go ahead and stamp. So we're going to grab some Night of Navy. And whoops, that is not Night of Navy. That was not the right color. All right, so we're going to ink up our shepherd, and we're going to have him here in the corner. Now, I did stamp the star on here, but I thought, you know what? The one I did not use yet was Bethlehem. So I'm going to do that one, and we're going to have that. I guess I could even do the star over Bethlehem. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to go too off my rocker here. So that way he's kind of looking. So let's do this. How about this? We will have this star shining. I got to come closer because I can't see through my camera lens. There. Okay, I like that one better than the big star for sure. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks so much for joining me. Good to have you on here. Okay, so we'll add this now. I was determining, do I want that with a pop dot or not? I think I'm not. I'm going to put a dimensional on with this. There we go. So if you had some gems on this one, I just put a little sequin in there and did the star, but I think I really like this in the distance. I think this is a keeper. I think I really like that one. So let's add our piece on earth here on this stylish shape die cut, which again, that'll be done for you as well. And then that'll go on with some dimensionals. So we're going to take a little bit of that thread. I'm loving this thread, using the heck out of it for sure. And I like to tie myself kind of a loopy bow. Some big loops on there and some long strings. And then we're just going to kind of stick that bow back behind there. So let me get my loops a little bit bigger. And then we'll just add it at an angle. So it's just tucked right behind there. And I can actually use a dimensional and kind of hold that down. Hold that down on there. Oh, I'm out of dimensionals. Oh dear. I'm running out of everything. Well, here's some. Let's use these. We got some itty bitty ones here. They'll work. Okay, come on, fingers, work with me today. All right, there we go. Add our piece on earth, and there is card number 3. Which one do you like better? What do you think, star or the town? I'm digging this one. This might need a little bit of gold, some kind of little gold gem in there, but what are you guys thinking, star or gem? I don't know. I like them both. And because you make 2 cards in this class, you can do one of each. It's perfect. Okay, this is my favorite. Pretty Peacock. Oh my goodness. This DSP, the Pretty Peacock with the gold is just, it's just yummy. So we've got Pretty Peacock with gold, or we have the piece without gold, which I think is pretty too. So I don't know. I think we're going to go with the gold. Go with the gold. All right. So let's wrap a little bit of our twine around. These again are very, very simple cards, but I feel like that screams this stamp set. Just be simple and let the sentiments shine and let it be about the season, right? So we're going to do the old tag around the back technique. And I'm doing the double again. Now, if you're a wrapper, that's okay. You can wrap your twine around. I have no judgment. Do you, boo. That's my motto. You do you, boo. It is your card. You get creative. I'm a simple stamper. I like to just make multiples and get quick and simple and pretty cards out the door. I don't like to take lots of time. I don't like to do lots of die cutting. And this one doesn't. This one doesn't have much die cutting. Okay, so we've got a piece of gold foil. We have a scrap piece here, which we're going to do that star. We are going to pull in that big star here with crushed curry. Now, this would be pretty embossed, okay? So imagine if you did that embossed with gold. That would be lovely, but not doing that today. Now we've got our shepherd who is, oh, he's dirty. Hold on, stop the presses. Our shepherd needs a bath. He's covered in navy. Make sure I got him good and clean because we're going to switch over to basic beige and I don't want it to have any color on there. So this is the new basic beige ink. And did I show you the card? I might not have shown you the card. So one thing I'll say, if you guys do not have basic beige ink yet, or you have been using it and you're a little frustrated with it, it does stamp dark and then kind of lightens up once it dries into the paper. So if it stamps dark and you're like, it's almost like a funky green color, give it a little bit of drying time. And this is the basic beige, which I feel like is just gorgeous. It just has him kind of in the background, very subtle. And then that sentiment really, really pops. So we're going to stamp him on a piece of Vera Vanilla. Okay, so I don't know if it'll show. Here he is right now, and here he is once he's dry. Okay, so can you see how he really does kind of subtly change? It is kind of a weird greeny color, but let it dry. Walk away for a minute. Now it's time for Pretty Peacock and our sentiment. There. Oh, I almost smudged it. My thumb got a little trigger happy. No, I don't think it's wonky. I think it just is, it's an odd color. I mean, beige is an odd color. It takes on brown, it takes on greens. It is just a different color. Yes, Joan says reminds you of River Rock. River Rock was very much like that. We had to just give it a little bit of time to dry and then see the difference. All right, so we're going to add that with that little bit of gold in the background. Love, 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 love. And then we will add some dimensionals, which I'm out. So we've got bitty bitties here. Itty bitties. It's okay, they still work. And then we have to fussy cut our star. Yes, I'm sorry. I know. We get so used to having dies to do the work for us, but we are going to fussy cut that star. So this one is my favorite one. What do you guys think? We had the navy, we have the cherry cobbler, and then we have the green with the mossy meadow. That's our four card class. Let me do some fussy cutting while you decide. So I like to have a little bit of the vanilla around the edge, but you certainly don't have to. You can get all nice and tight right up on that image and cut it out. But I like to have that just little bit of peep of color showing through there. And this isn't too bad because it's pretty straight. You probably could, if you're not into fussy cutting or hand cutting, I guess I should call it hand cutting. We call it fussy cutting because everybody fusses at me when I make them do it in class. You could maybe stamp it on a circle or a die and cut it out. That would work as well. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you on here, Faye. And thank you guys all for joining me today. And again, if you're just coming on, I'm going to just real quickly tell you, this is my class, my Creative Escapes. So if you're a subscriber to my Creative Escapes, you're already getting this class and you're going to get a bonus project in your tutorial as well. But it is an 8-card class. It is going to include the paper, the twine, the gold twine, and the tutorial, the supplies, and I'm going to do a glue dot on this. And proceeds are going to go to my friend Cindy, her son Tyler, So that's to continue helping him with his bathroom renovation project as he continues to battle MS. So this is another give back. I'm tagging on to her since she did that a little bit earlier. And I'm just going to continue and follow along. So I'm going to take my, I need a gold. This star needs a center for faux show. So these are the gold adhesive back dots from the mini catalog. So there we are. There is our final. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's still a little naked. We need a bow. We need a bow. All right. Now it'll be good. Can't have it running around there bowless. Okay, so now it's finished. There's our final card. So that is my monthly Creative Escape Shepherd's Care 8-card class. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. Now, I did tell you I give you a little sneaky peeky at what's coming up. So November 25th, AM and PM in person in my studio will be my final Christmas card class series number 3. This will be the last one. I'm using Yuletide Village. And then you can also get this class to go as well. And it's going to include everything you need to make 10 cards, except you'll have to do your own stamps and ink. So you can add on the stamp set should you choose, or you can use a stamp set if you have something similar. So here is a sneaky peek of those cards. It's a 5-card class, and this one has a lot of sparkle. So you're also going to get the sparkle as well. So it'll be hard to see. It just doesn't always shine. So everywhere there's snow, there is some sparkle. So this is the projects that we're going to create for that class. This is my quick, sneaky, peeky. Also using greetings of the season. Okay. So there we are. And that registration is open now through the 14th for my Yuletide Village class, and everything you need. It's a 10-card class and includes envelopes. Okay. So any questions about that, message me and let me know. This class is open now through the 15th. And it is in the description of the video. So once the video is done, if you go into the description, you'll find the link. It's also been emailed out. You're also going to see it on social media. So I'm trying to get as much information out as I can so that you guys know. So many of you have the stamp set already. You might as well grab this class. If you've got all the goods, pick up the tutorial, because I'm totally donating all the tutorial money right directly to Tyler. All right, my friends, I need to head out because I have got some cleaning to do at my little yellow retreat house. We have another group coming in on Friday, and so I want to run over there and clean before I head out of town. But I will be back. Will I be here Wednesday? You know what, you guys? I will not be here next Wednesday. I leave on Tuesday for vacation. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. But there will be things going on. So make sure you pop in to see what's happening. So the class is $40, Faye, and it includes the paper. It includes the twine, everything cut, prepped, and ready for you, as well as the tutorial. And 8 cards on this one. The tutorial itself is 15. Okay, so you can check that link. And if you can't find the link, message me and let me know. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I won't see you next week, but I'll be here the following week. Okay. Right before Thanksgiving. No, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is late this year, isn't it? Okay. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.